Hey, what's up, man? Player. Man Talk 24/7 here with my defensive scheme. If you want to call it a scheme, kind of a concept, I like to run the 4-3 stack, 2-man under. And I like to use this defense to defend snugs and compressed formations. So I'm not going to hold you, though. You're going to need speed at linebacker to play this defense. But we're going to come out and bench. And I'm using the Browns, because the Browns have speed at linebacker, and they're a top defensive team. I mean, with all that speed at linebacker, Joe Hayden when he's balling, you got Scrine at 96 speed, you got TJ Ward. I mean, they definitely have players, so definitely have a top team. I mean, look at that, 89 speed at linebacker, just crazy. So I like to run this, but the key to this defense is shading. Now, how you shade? You press Y, then you press A, and then you select which receiver you want to shade. So then you hit that receiver's button, and then you shade by moving the right analog stick in whatever direction you want to shade. So if you want to shade to the right, you move your right analog stick to the right, and vice versa. But I like to shade both inside slot dudes. I like to shade them both to the right. So as you see, Cobb ran a corner route, all right? And I shaded him to the right, so that is why he got burnt. But I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you why I like to shade them both to the right. I like to shade them both to the right because if a receiver goes to the left, I'm able to user him with my safety. In this defense, I user my left safety. So I shade them both to the right in case that, let's say my opponent changes Cobb's route to a slant in. If I have him shaded to the right, he will defend that. As you see, you have Hazel. He's all over that corner route, completely has it locked up. There you see, he's inside. And if you put someone better there, he will pick that pass off. If you put, Bobby Wagner or like a Malcolm Smith there, or a player like that, they will get inside of these corner routes because we are shading him to the outside. Now right there, as you see, he gets burnt on the left side, but I'm using my left safety so I can help him out. So the way this concept is I shade them both to the right, both slot guys to the right, in case if he does run bench, I'm using my left safety and can help him out. But if he's not and he runs any route to the right side, it's going to be covered. It's going to be covered. Now there you see Hazel, he's not playing that as nearly as well as we like him to play it. So I'm going to give him like maybe one more chance, but eventually, he has to get taken out because he's making us look bad as a unit. But that's the way this defense is. You have to find a group of players that can run this defense, and truthfully, I don't even use Hazel in man coverage because as you see, he's terrible. In man coverage, Watch what happens when I take him out. Watch what happens. And I got to take him out now. I'm sorry. You just can't be getting burnt the way he's getting burnt. So I have to take him out right now. I'm going to sub him out for Mingo. So I sub out Hazel for actually Groves. I actually sub him out for Groves. Now we're going to see how Groves play. Oh, wrong controller. Dang, I'm over here messing up, man. Got the wrong controller out here. But here we go, man. Take out Hazel. For who? I'm going to put Mingo in there. So I sub out Mingo for Groves and sub out Hazel for Mingo. So now we have Mingo guarding Jordy Nelson. Now you are about to see the scary part of this defense. I just threw a random pass right there. Now watch what happens when you have a competent linebacker who can actually play man coverage. Now we're shading Nelson to the right, and we are shading Cobb to the right. Now watch what happens on Nelson this time. That shit get jumped, man. That's exactly how they play it in games. If you realize your linebacker just getting burnt, take him out. But Mingo and Eubanks and all them, I mean, that Hazel bum, I don't really know about him, but this guy can play man coverage. As you see, as I said earlier, if you have competent linebackers, they will jump these corner routes. And we're talking about corner routes from wide receivers, from Jordy Nelson. You know, the reason I'm posting this because this dude a while back, he was asking me, he was like, yo, how are you sticking with the Packers wide receivers with your linebackers? And it's basically just a concept because we're shading to the outside. This is real big. Now, we user him so that if he runs a corner route, which he is right there, we are able, why am I pointing? We are able to defend that and user him for help. Now, the reason I do that is, as I said, if he chooses to put Cobb on a slant, it's going to get locked up. He's not going to get any separation. And we're talking about a slant on a linebacker. Actually, I think the Browns linebackers cover better than their actual corners. And it's only out this 4-3 stack. This 4-3 stack defense, I don't know what it is, but it's crazy. You can put your lineman in, you know, a hook zone or a spy or something like that. But as you see, I'm using my left safety. And here we go. We are shading both slot guys to the right. And there you see Cobb, he's on a slant, not open at all. Gets picked off. Gets picked off by Groves. And I mean, this defense is real crazy, and it's amazing what you can do out of it. As I said, you can put your linemen in, you know, hook zones and spies, contains, and purples. It's really what you want to do. But there you see, if he's running that slant, he didn't have time to get that throw off. If you are running, why am I saying him? I'm the one using. I'm the one user. All right, here we go, man. As you see, he's locked. He is locked, and he locked up Jordy Nelson, and I shaded him to the outside. That just tells me Mingo's a baller. I shaded him the wrong direction, and he's still in front of the slant. That's just amazing, and this is how they play in games, real tight coverage. And if he does get burnt, anyone on the left side, I am helping out with my safety. Anyone on the left side. Now, that can be dangerous because you can get beat deep because you are that deep safety. So you can get beat deep, so you have to be wary of, you know, how far you come down to help. But when done right, it can just wreak havoc because the 4-3 stack, they still have a nice pass rush. As you see right there, the pass rush is still on target. The pass rush is still on point. Now, I like to run this. I mean, just look at that defense, man. I'm done. Oh, my goodness. This defense is straps. I'm trying to tell you, man. But don't hop into this game with some bum-ass linebackers and then blame me because you're getting burnt. Because you will get burnt. You saw that dude Hazel. You saw the difference between Hazel and Mingo. And it's not even speed. It's not even speed. I mean, speed's a factor. You're not going to be locking dudes up with Bray and Manu. I mean, I hope not. I never tried. Who knows, man? This is a strap defense, and you know it's really nothing you have to do except shade. You can bump. You don't have to bump. You can disguise cushion. It's really off to you. Really off to you. Real nice defense, and this is the man version. I don't have a zone version, but I have a zone play that I posted or should post or will be posted, not even sure. But it's 4-3 over plus cover 6. So be sure to check out that because it's a deadly zone in terms of locking up the sidelines. You know, out routes and, you know, those route combos on the sideline. Everyone knows the routes I'm talking about, and that play shuts it down. So here's a man play for you guys, and I'm posting a zone play. So I hope both these plays work. I do. As I said, you have to have nice linebackers, and it's just a simple concept. But it locks up the corner routes completely, straps them, and you're still in a 4-3. You're still in a 4-3. That's the best part. You still can stop the run out of this formation. I mean, you have 7. you're in a 4-3. You're in a 4-3. This is why I like this defense so much. Because you can guard the run. You can guard the pass. You can guard both just sitting in a 4-3 stack. And you can, the Packers have the best route running and catching traffic, all this stuff. And we're able to defend them on corner routes. We're jumping corner routes with our linebackers. Now you can run this same concept because it's actually a concept. You don't have to run the 4-3 stat. That's just something I like to do, and it really messes people up. People get really tripped out by the fact that Jordy Nelson is getting locked up by Mingo. People really get just I would too. That's kind of unrealistic, but man, I'm trying to tell you, man, just real nasty. So I'm actually about to run this out of the dime right here. Is this dime right here? Yo, I'm in the dime. I'm going to use the same shading technique, shade Jordy Nelson to the right and shade Cobb to the right. Now watch how they play right here. And this is my secondary. And get shitted on. Get shitted on. I'm trying to tell you, man. Something about the 4-3 stack. Not sure what it is, but they just lock up. So I hope you enjoy. I mean, that's my corner, man. You're telling me my linebackers guard better than my corners? That's why I stay in the 4-3. 4-3, 2-man under. 4-3, 2-man under. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy, man, and just, yeah, man. This is on Next Gen, if anyone is wondering, and that time he guarded a lot better, but I still trust my linebackers over my corners. 4-3 stacks, man. Nasty defense. I mean, enough said, man.